are here. It's race day actually. In under an hour I'm going to be racing this Yamaha 500 here at the Manx 2023 Manx Grand Prix, and whilst it's looking as good as she is and not covered in oil, I'll give you a little talk and look round what it is I am riding here. So it is a Yamaha TX500 engine, which we'll put on the screen a picture of what they look like originally, in a full racing chassis with
Tension paddock, can all junior race machinery please attend technical inspection? That's all junior race machinery to technical inspection. Thank you.
So a full race chassis, obviously. I say a race chassis, a refined for racing chassis. It's not like a modern chassis, but it is made fairly recently, so it's but quite a bit away from
Control out.
So fairly basic compared to what I'm used to riding. Twin shock suspension, tubular frame, no electronics, rear drum brake, which I don't even bother touching that. If even in emergency, it's probably not worth even attempting. I'd just abandon ship, get off the thing as quickly as possible. Single front disc with you know, the brakes work, but I wouldn't say they're particularly good. They just sort of they do slow the bike down, but you know, we're spoilt nowadays. Again, very limited. 24 litre tank, so today's a 3-lap race, and it will do all 3 laps, although there is a compulsory stop for twin cylinder bikes or multi-cylinder machines, because some of them have a power advantage. This one necessarily doesn't, but I've still got to chew on that and run through the pits, stop, put my foot down and can go again. And it's some sort of leveler, and we'll see how it goes. But so a compulsory pit stop, lap 1. Not a lot to look at on the dash here. I've literally just got a rev counter, and it does have electronic ignition, so we have got a shift light. I don't know why the rev counter is just under 13,000 at the moment, because it's obviously stationary, but it actually only revs to just about 10, so there's a bit of wasted screen there. But I'd say top speed is 130s, like it's you know, if I get a slipstream, maybe mid 130s, 135-ish, but generally on my own it's going to be just over 132, something like that. So the top speed is the average of what we do on the modern bikes. It's big old screen, so loads to get behind, and generally you spend most of the lap with your head buried in there and the thing on full throttle, because it's not that quick. It not obviously you're braking in some sections, but so many of the sections where you would normally be braking or back a gear on the modern stuff, we're just flat stick on these and using all the road, trying to carry momentum everywhere. One thing that's quite apparent with this is the seat is almost right over the back wheel, so we've actually changed geometry a little bit just to pitch the bike forward, and for the faster sections just to help the bike turn a little bit, we've sort of dropped the front and lifted the rear a little bit, and I put a little bit of seat foam just to raise my my arse basically and increase this distance, because if I sit on the bike it's pretty cramped on here, so to ride this for 3 laps is it's a little uncomfortable. So there'll be certain parts of the course where I'll kind of, you know, not quite MotoGP, but I'll maybe stick a leg out and just have a stretch and try and maintain comfort. So it's no quick shifter, it's all old school, roll the gas and shift as quickly as possible really. We're no tyre warmers, although we're getting a little bit of heat from the sun here. I'll just rotate that so we can warm the other side of the tyre a little bit. Some guys do run tyre warmers, but these generally heat up pretty quickly and work well from cold, he says. So McGuinness actually fell off at Quarter Bridge one year with a cold tyre, so just a bit steady away really initially, and build up. A few turns in, you're good to go, and because the bike's quite low, it's knee down pretty much everywhere, and I think we're about there really. We've rigged up here with a GoPro for the highlights. The TV footage will be a rear facing. I don't know if that's because they expect me to be getting overtaken or not, I don't know, but yeah, it's sort of a battle of the resilient really, this race, because there will be some fast bikes in this class, but there'll also be quite a lot of breakdowns, so reliability is key. Obviously a degree of performance and handling, but really important to try and be there at the end of the race and nurse the bike. So I'm always feeling for clutch slip or any knocks or engine noises. Not that there's a lot I can do about that when I get out on track, but especially the final lap, if we get that far, I'll really be trying to nurse it home and get to the finish line, because actually last year in the race this exact bike broke down at Signpost Corner, and I rolled down the hill to Governors and pushed it over the line. So we got a finish, but I think we ended up last by time. It took me about 10 minutes to push it from there, but so hopefully this time we can accelerate over the finish line and finish the race with the engine running would be nice. So I think I think that's good. I need to get ready because we're actually, the race starts in under 40 minutes, so I'm going to go and get my gear on, and fingers crossed we'll get to the finish line.
Start line, 4 minutes.